Well, hi everybody. So I'm here in the Spitfire today for two reasons. One of which there was an update on May 6th, and it has changed a few things. All right, we're good. And I thought I'd go over a few of those and see if I can tell any difference. The other thing is that it has changed the startup procedure a little bit, so I thought I'd go through the new startup procedure. But the second reason is really just because this thing is really fun to fly. So we'll go ahead and get started here. We'll just push the throttle forward and we'll turn the battery on. And then we'll come up here to the magnetos and turn both of those on. Come down here and turn the fuel cock on. Now you don't have to use the wobble pump anymore, so we can just go ahead and open up the primer here, unlock the primer. We'll want to make sure that the mixture is down there at cutoff and we've cracked the throttle a little bit. And then we'll come down here and prime this thing. It's probably going to be 3 times. I'm going to go ahead and prime it 2 more times. And then we'll go ahead and open up the guards here for the boost coil and starter. And then just click in between the 2 switches, and we'll need to hold it down at least until the engine turns over. And there we go. It still sounds really good. So we'll sit here for a second and let it warm up. Well, it's warming up a lot faster than it normally does, so we'll just go ahead and head out to the grass. Now, if you want to see the full changelog, it is available on Flying Iron's website. I'm pretty sure it's in the manual, but I didn't check the manual. I actually just checked the website. They've changed, added some new effects. They've changed some things with the flight model. They made it so that you can use the Microsoft Flight Simulator pilot in place of the World War II pilot that's in here. And they changed, I think, a little bit of how it nose plants, so it shouldn't be so prone to nose planting. But believe me, if there's a way to nose plant it, I will find out how. And apparently it's been tested by an actual Spitfire pilot, so this should be kind of interesting. I'm going to assume, though, that most of everything is still true on this plane. It's pretty squirrely on takeoff. You're not going to want to throttle up too quickly on it. So we'll go ahead here and sort of start gradually throttling it up. And at least park and brake here. And then once the tail wheel gets off the ground, you can get a little bit more liberal with how quickly you go up with your throttle. And it should lift off around about, I don't know, 90 miles an hour maybe. Well, that seemed a little bit closer to 100, so they may have changed that. Go ahead and put the gear up. Oh, it seemed like a new sound effect for the landing gear. Let's see here. They seem to have, they said they, I didn't read the full changelog, I kind of just skimmed over it, but it looked like there was something about either increasing the drag, or I guess making the drag more accurate to how it is in a real Spitfire. So that should be interesting, but we'll go see if I can see any difference in the flight model here, and have a little fun while we're doing it. Now it does seem a little bit more shaky. It doesn't seem to affect anything control-wise. It seems to just be visual. Still rolls pretty good. See how bad it bleeds speed. Not too bad. You know, I'm going to be honest, I don't ever remember turning on GFX. It seems like they were just here one day. And I think I'm going to have to turn them off, because that is quite annoying, so I'm gonna stop doing that. I hope I can separate the sort of breathing sound effect from the actual blackout effect, because I don't mind the blackout effect, but it is kind of annoying having someone breathing in your ear. So, well, I can't really tell that much of a difference, at least in how bad it bleeds speed. So we'll go stall it here and See if that's been affected by anything. Oh, there's the backfire effect. That was one of the things that they added. Alright, there we go. Well, seems to stall about the same. It might be a little bit, say, more violent than it used to be. Yeah, that is really annoying. I gotta turn that off. It does have a pretty good stall characteristic, I will say that. It is one that might actually kill you if you're not careful with it. It seems to not overheat as fast. It used to be that you had a problem with if you really got it over about 90 degrees for your oil temperature, it would really overheat. That was a terrible half Cuban, but it is still relatively nimble. It's still quite a fun plane to fly. I don't notice too much of a difference in its flight model, other than I can't keep anything straight today. Alright, well, I think we'll just bring it in here for a landing, otherwise I'm going to fly this thing around for like an hour. And I don't think anybody really wants to see that. Well, maybe somebody does, but that's a huge file for my computer, so I'll just bring it in here for a landing. Now, I guess one of the things that they did add that I didn't check out was something about vortexes coming off the wing. But we're not doing anything now that would generate those, so I'm just going to assume that they're there. The backfire effect is kind of neat. So one of the other things was that now apparently when you drop the flaps, it's going to cause the nose to dip itself a little bit more than it used to, I guess. And you're going to have to, I guess there might be a danger in it getting a little bit hot when you put your gear down and your flaps down, because it's going to apparently disrupt the airflow for the radiators. So we'll see what that's like. It's right about at what, 90, probably 92 degrees for the oil temperature. So go ahead and put the gear down, and we'll drop the flaps and see what happens with the oil temperature. Well, it's going up. And it's at 100. Well, it's almost at 100. You can really lay on the brakes now. I might still be a little bit careful at the end of the slowdown there, but it really doesn't seem to nose plane itself that bad. And it did, I will say it doesn't seem to overheat as quickly as it used to. But overall, it's still an incredibly fun plane to fly. I don't really, in all honesty, notice that much difference in the flight model, so maybe there were just some minor tweaks to things. But it is probably my favorite plane in the whole game, and I mean, Flying Iron did a really good job with this one. and so I'm really kind of looking forward to the measure ship, but I don't think that one's coming out this year. But it will be kind of neat to have a 109 and the Spitfire in here. But until then, you can always buy the Spitfire, and I mean, I really do think this is a great one. So that's pretty much going to be it for today, guys. So thanks for watching, and I hope there's a next time. Huh. Well, I guess you can slam the cockpit shut now by hitting the brakes too hard. So anyway, thanks for watching, guys.